You tell him, man. Time's up. Perfect.
Let's have a good race, guys. It should be fun. Is always showing offline. Trying to hide.
Hey, John.
Hello, Facebook Live. Welcome to NASCAR Heat 4. We're here for the Wholemade Veedverks Outlaw Cup Series race here at Phoenix. The 14 of Grizzly, the 48 of Jay Wood on the front row. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Phoenix. We have a 37 lapper on our hands. How about this 11 car? That's Malenko already looking for the second position. Closing in on the back bumper, the 14 of Jay Wood. How about the 10 of Aiden? Got his first career win in the Gunman Truck Series last night. Ended up finishing second on a last lap pass in the Veedverks race last night. Look at that. The entire field cutting there. They are allowed to go under the yellow line. There is no out of bounds at this racetrack. How about Malenko? Inside of Grizzly. Side by side for the race lead. Down the back stretch we go. Malenko trying to keep his nose down there. Here he goes into turn 3. Way down low. Clear to the race lead goes Malenko. How about Aiden up to second? Party People making his return up here into the top 5. How about Party People taking it 3 wide with Jay Wood and Grizzly? Party People makes a nice move into the 4th position behind Jay Wood. Back. How about 3 wide back here? We have 2 words JR Grizzly dropping like a rock.
And what I like is, you know how I consider Emerson people who are new to the league. I consider them rookies, even though they've raced with these people before.
Well, yeah. As speaking of one, Aiden closing in on the back bumper. Malenko looking for the race lead, making his first ever start here in the Wholemade Veedverks Outlaw Cup Series.
And he's definitely making a name for himself.
Well, he's already been making a name for himself, but it's time for him to join another league. And he's doing just that and being competitive.
And
Party People looking to close the gap on the 40 and trying to pressure him for 3rd. About the 17 of Trans Am up here in the top 5.
Malenko up in first still, holding that first place spot over Aiden.
Right, yeah, he's been there.
Followed by Jay Woods, followed by Party People.
Oh, Aiden almost into the back bumper of the 11 car.
Followed by Trans Am.
Yep, that is your top 5.
And they are spreading apart as we speak.
They are not spreading apart, but they are breaking away from the pack. They're all
well,
pretty close
I consider
together.
it spread apart, but you could break it away too. That's in the league.
Oh, when you're saying spreading apart, you think they're getting away from each other when they're really nose to tail with each other, but they are starting to break away from the pack. But somebody else who's breaking away from the pack is sat here in the 6th position. How about JR? Wasn't very confident in his car heading into tonight's race, but how about him up here in 6th, right behind the fast guys, and maybe a little bit of a long run here. We might see that 2 car work his way forward.
Maybe. What I like to see is this one car back here of 2 words he's chasing down that 2 car so he can start chasing down the guys in top 5, and then he can say,
Party
hello,
People has
I'm
a
here to play.
problem. Falling back to the 5th position now. Trans Am goes by. Trans Am now looking for fair from Jay Wood. Alright, 2 words. He was kind of hit or miss last night, hoping he can have a little bit of a better night tonight. Back up front, Malico is opening the gap. He is walking away from that 10 of Aiden.
Now we can't say that just yet, because remember what happened when we said that he was walking away with the lead.
I'm not saying he's walking, he's just opening the gap. Which is a factual statement.
Yes, so, what do you think would be the best way for everybody to race this track? How do you think this track should be raced?
Break the corners.
That's it.
Right, that is how you race the track. You break for the corners. Can you specify your question? You mean on a situation like if you're trying to battle somebody, which line would you prefer? And what
Yeah.
depends on how your car is set up. If you're battling somebody, usually you probably want the higher side so you can get the run on the straightaways. But if your car can stick it down low, by all means you go down there. But if you're trying to save tires, you don't want to turn the car in too much towards the corner. You want to kind of keep the car as straight as possible.
Right.
I had to specify your question for you.
Yeah,
Malico
I really
keeps
do.
open the gap. So Jay Wood up to second over Aiden. Trans Am trying to close this gap to the battle for second. How about Dan and JR going at it for the 6th position? Back in front, the group of 4 cars here for 2nd place, led by Jay Wood over Aiden, Trans Am, and Party People.
Low into 3 here.
There you go. Looks like Dan's going to go low into 3. JR way up high, not going to put up much of a fight. Dan will clear him on corner exit.
It's too early to fight like that.
So move Dan up to 6, JR down to 7. How about the green 8?
That's what I'm trying to do, but I'm tight on him.
The 8th position, Corey. As he lets Grizzly by. Back to 9th for Corey. Back up front, there's Jay Wood starting to reel in that 11 car Malico. And if you're Malico, you've raced him enough, you kind of expected that, especially on a longer run. So now it's just kind of keeping this car as consistent as possible as the tires wear out more and more. Jay Wood trying to close that gap. Malico giving him the high side, and already cleared to the race lead goes Jay Wood. So Malico back to 2nd, maybe the tires starting to give on that 11 car. Aiden now searching for 2nd from Malico. Party People to the inside of Trans Am for 4th. Party People back into the 4th position over Trans Am. How about this group of cars led by the 62 of Randall? Got a huge group of cars. He's got Dak Food, 2 Words, Addy, Corey, Motorsports, Miz all in this group. Stewart's hit the inside wall there. Now it's going to allow Randall and Dak Food to kind of drive away from this group.
And there goes Malico into the pits, relinquishing 2nd place to Ghost. Aiden, yeah, I call him Ghost, Aiden Ghost.
Right, yeah, that's whatever. But yeah, Malik went to the pit lane. I thought the tires were giving out, so these drivers probably have to make one pit stop this stage anyway. Malik are going to do the short pit method and try to open up as much of a gap he can over Jaywood. How long does Jaywood stay out is the next question. Jaywood is now, he's walking away from the 10 of 8. Again, that moves Party People into third, Trans Am fourth, and now Dan into fifth. So back up front, looks like Party People getting into it with Trans Am and Aiden. Now all three of them nose to tail. Aiden sliding up the track, maybe the tires on that 10 going away. Party People up to second. Here comes Trans Am for third. To the inside goes the 17. Aiden trying to keep that car as straight as possible, trying to get the crossover in on Trans Am here. Trans does clear Aiden into third position. So the good thing here with Malenko pitting so early is he gets a lot of clean air on fresh tires to set the fastest laps he can. Meanwhile, Jaywood himself has a lot of clean air. The 1 of 2 work just coming off the pit road, I believe. He's on fresh tires, yep. How about Aiden and Trans Am both riding that inside lane? If you call it a lane, they're actually below the yellow line. Still waiting for any of these guys up front to hit pit road. 40 to Jaywood continues to gap. How about JR continue to just kind of sit it out here in the 6th position? Grizzly and Dakfu going at it for P7. Dakfu in that 12, Grizzly in the 14. But Grizzly sliding up as we ride on board with Dakfu. And a nice run on corner exit. Up to 7th goes the 12 of Dakfu. Questions are starting to arise now. I think the 48 might be able to make it. Just a very smooth driver behind the wheel. And I think he's easily going to make it, so Malenko might be in a little bit of a pickle here. Jaywood has no pressure. He's just running his own race now. Dan going by Aiden, bats for, I believe, 3rd. That would be for the 3rd position, so Dan on the podium here in this stage. Can Dan catch Party People is the next question. We have 8 laps to go in this stage. 7 laps to go. So now JR being caught by Dakfu, but JR doing pretty nicely here. Even if he gets passed by Dakfu, this will be for 6th. What JR and Dakfu are about to duke it out for. As Dakfu goes by JR, but JR not gonna just let him by without giving him a little bit of love there. A little push on exit. JR a little loose. Here comes the 14 of Grizzly, the 47 of Addy, all taking advantage of this 2-car. So Jay Wood puts a lap on the 19 of Scooby. Can Scooby make it? And he should get some help with this extra lap, or I guess one less lap. 4 laps to go here at Phoenix, coming around to 3 laps to go. And it's all about Jay Wood, that smooth driver in that 48. 3 laps to go here at Phoenix in stage number 1. But we find the battle, which is not much of a battle. 2 laps to go here.
I was on pit road before the leader crossed 2 to go.
Holding station in second,
Barely.
Dan third. Dan not really able to gap Aiden in fourth. And Dakfu settling nicely here into 5th. Can Grizzly get there in a lap and a half?
Bullshit.
1 lap to go here in stage number 1.
I got a speeding penalty and I was going 36.
Oh, Party
miles
People
an
has a
hour.
problem up the track. He goes. Dan goes by for 2nd. Aiden the 3rd. Looks like Party's blowing a tire. Dakfu to 4th. Grizzly to 5th.
Bullshit.
So Jay Wood's going to win stage 1. And it's going to be close, but Dan comes home 2nd. Aiden in 3rd. How about Dakfu 4th? And Grizzly rounds out the top 5 as the 17. The Trans blows a tire.
I would have only freaking been 1 lap down. The game screwed me hard, dude. I was going 36 and it gave me a speeding penalty.
So, a strategic first stage. Let's see how these guys do. A little bit shorter stage number 2. What's in store for these guys? Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discount on CBD-based products and needs. Here we go. Row 1. Jay Wood and Dan lead us to green, green, green here in stage number 2. 33 lap on our hands as the field roars to turn number 1.
And there goes Dan getting the pass for 2nd place, keeping 2nd place
I
actually.
was going to say, he started 2nd.
Keeping 2nd
3
place.
wide for the 6th position, Ms. Dakfu Motorsports. How about 3 wide again? Now they incorporate Addy into the mix. That's for 5th. Miz to 5th. Still under attack from Dakfu Motorsports. Driving.
Whoa!
The 4 Prattman. Big contact into the outside. 1. How about a big moment for the 48? With that, we missed the pass for the lead. So Dan takes over the race lead and caution on the speedway. Dan's going to get us back to the caution.
The 2 car's the lucky dog.
Oh, the 48 of Jay Wood's on pit road before pit road was open. And that's not a mistake he usually makes. So that will be the first strike of the night for the 9 car. Robert the 13s will be 9 and 13.
And JR's. The 2 car. Yeah, the 2 car.
And the 11 of Malenko has blown
Can I
a
take
motor.
my free pass now?
So it'll be tail end, the longest line for the 48. The 62 just assumed everybody in front of him was going to pit, I guess, and took the wave around. The 6 and the 1 stay out.
Alright. 2 car can pit.
So the 62 is getting a lap back that I don't believe he was supposed to. Somebody wants to check scoring on the 62 car. Uh, 62 is taking a lap. But he was passing the field way before they even got the pit road entry. He just assumed everybody was going to pit in front of him. Wow.
11 car quit.
And now the 62 is heading the pit road, so he's going to be forced to give a lap here. So the 20 of Dan is your race leader. He'll be starting alongside the 10 of Aiden. And you have to make sure the 62 gives up a lap now for taking service and getting a lap back.
I shouldn't have passed Pratt. Was he a caution car?
I believe caution cars are to be last physical car in the restart order. The 60. Alright, yeah, that's right, the 62. So, it's reported 62 did not take service, just did a clean pass through on pit road, so they'll keep. That will be definitely checked post-race. Without further ado, let's go to our restart order. We have let's go to our restart order. The 20 and the 10, that's Dan and Aiden, row 1. Row 2, we have Miz and Grizzly. Row 3, we have Dakfu and Motorsports. We're going to go another lap around. We'll continue with the restart order. Row 4, we have Addy and Freak. Row 5, we have Trans Am and Spooby. Row 6, we have Adam.
The 11 car.
Prattman and Jaywood. Row 7 will have JR and Party People. Row 8 will have Bud and Corey. Row 9, we will have 2 words in Randall. We will be going green here. Lap 8 of stage number 2. If everybody can get lined up, my restart order that I made earlier will make sense. So here we go to field through the restart zone, and we are green, green, green. 20, Dan leads us to green. And everybody kept it above the yellow line. For that restart. We're going to turn 1. Dan looking to clear Aiden. Shallow entry in the corner. Aiden rolling to the back bumper to 20. He's got a huge run down the back. Gives him a little kiss on the back bumper. Dan holding steady over Aiden. How about here the battle for 5th position here? Addy in Motorsports. Addy trying to clear Motorsports into turn 3. He does so. Motorsport comes back to the inside. Nice cut the dog leg. Addy playing it safe up here. Just keeping on the outside of the racing groove there. Top 4, Dan, Aiden, Grizzly, Miz, the top 4. Now adding clear Motorsports 5th, 6th. There. How about further back? We have Corey in the middle of a storm back here. 3 wide, Jaywood, JR, and Prattman. Prattman will clear that melee. Prattman up to the 9th position. That is over.
Ooh.
JR and Jaywood.
3 wide to 6 to 2 in the 48. Oh, now it's just the 6 to 2 in the 48.
Yeah, that wasn't necessarily something to shout about, but Addy still under attack for the 5th position now from Motorsports. Motorsports sliding up. Addy way up by the wall. Now Trans Am looking to take it 3 wide for the 5th position, but Motorsports is clear. Trans Am trying to clear Addy into turn 1. And Freak wants to join the battle on that 42 car. Everybody singles it out. Motorsports in the 5th. Back up front, a wild battle for the race lead. Look at this, 4 cars under a blanket up here.
Whoa. Sorry, Sims.
Dan the fourth station. Here comes Aiden up the inside. A nice run off of turn 4. Side by side through the dog leg. Both of them stay above the yellow line into turn 1. Contact behind. Aiden now getting passed by Grizzly on the outside.
So what would your thoughts be for being in the cars that are in the top 4 right now?
Race. If I'm in the top 4, I'm racing. Grizzly clears Aiden for 2nd. Now looking to roll that corner.
I love how much
Little tight on corner exit. Here comes Aiden. A nice run through the center of the corner. Jaywood trying to work his way through. Jaywood trying to work his way through the pack after getting a penalty for pitting too soon. Grizzly falls back to 4th.
And Aiden back into 2nd.
Yep. Aiden back to the 2nd. Miz to 3rd. Jaywood, after starting at the rear for pitting too soon under that last caution, is up to the 8th position, then smack middle of the field, and the 9 of Party People has blown an engine. They done 9 cars. How about Aiden trying to get a crossover on Dan? Puts his 10 car into the wall. I'm going to try to drive it deep into turn 3. Under that yellow line. A huge run to the center of the corner. Using the dogleg to his advantage. Now side by side into 1. Aiden trying to clear Dan. Dan around the outside. A huge run. Aiden trying to get the run to the center of the corner, and Miz is there.
Wow, they're still fighting.
That is the glory of just two talented and very clean race car drivers going at it. Aiden leads that lap. Not clear for 20 just yet. Miz looking to take a 3 wide, maybe. Looking to the inside. Aiden clears to the race lead as Miz kisses the outside wall.
Wow.
So new leader of a 10 car. And now Miz has got a huge queue of cars behind him. He's got Grizzly, Motorsports, and Trans Am. Not too far behind is that scary looking number 48. And it's only scary when it's in your mirror. 24 Miz way up by the outside wall, makes contact with the 14 of Grizzly. Grizzly clear to third. How about Motorsports on Miz?
How about that?
Around the outside, Miz is going to use the dog leg.
With 10 laps to go.
10 laps to go here in stage number 2. These guys, especially with the caution, no worries about tires, no worries about fuel. We're racing here. Miz clears by Motorsports for 4th. And here comes Jay Wood. The inside of Trans Am for the 6th position. Jay Wood is here to play. He wants at least a stage point, but he's here to win the stage. With 9 laps to go, he's got to pass 5 cars.
Question is can he do it?
He can. It's now can his tires do it?
That's true too. With being that far back, if he pushes his car too much, he could lose tire grip and
right, how about the battle for the race lead shaping up once again? Dan to the inside of Aiden, trying to complete the slide jump. Around the outside comes the 10 car. Dan drives it back to the inside. Aiden, he misses the turn and he's outside the groove. Ooh. Dan is clear to the race lead. Look at the crossover from the 10.
17 just went hard on the outside.
Side by side once again, there's contact! The 10 barely touches the inside of the 20, but they're still side by side. Grizzly's there in 3rd. 7 laps to go here at Phoenix, coming around the 6th. Dan trying to clear around that outside. How about this? 6 cars under a blanket with 6 laps to go. Two by two. The top 6, how about 3 wide for the race lead? Grizzly up the inside. Dan's in the wall. Grizzly about to get a 2-for-1 special. And Grizzly is clear for the race lead. Here comes Dan back up the inside. 3 wide once again. Dan clear Maiden. Dan side by side with the 14. How about to the inside comes Miz. What a wild battle up here. Miz up to 2nd. Dan
Jay Wood up here.
That inside. Jay Wood has been up here. And
oh my God!
Contact. Everybody's slipping and sliding. The 20s around, the 48s around, the 18 into the barrier.
Oh my God!
The 14 just wrecked everybody up here. So Miz is your race leader over Aiden, Grizzly, Addy, and Prattman. laps to go. Big wreck. Hard racing for the race lead. Now it's about Miz. Can he hold off Aiden? Aiden's going to try to get across over here on this 24 car. Down the back. We'll have 2 to go this time.
Aiden could be looking at another win.
And that is going to be an irreparable car for the 18 of Motorsports. 2 laps to go. Can Aiden get this stage win? Looking to the outside of the 24. Miz slides up. Aiden making that long straightaway. Miz a block to the inside. Here comes Aiden up high. Gonna drive it deep on the outside. Side by side coming around to 1 lap to go. And Aiden's clear to the race lead. 1 lap to go here in stage 2. Here comes the lap. They're coming up to a lap car. This is Randall. Aiden working to the inside. Randall just holding his line. He gets into the wall. Miz peeking it down low. A little bit of a nudge from behind. Grizzly into the back bumper of Miz. But Aiden's gonna win the stage over Miz, Grizzly, Addy, and Prattman, your top 5. Woo. Randall, that 62 car, will be the first car 1 lap down.
Wow, that was exciting at the end there.
What a wild finish, right? The 42 car is irreparable. The 18 car is irreparable. A lot of good guys taking out in that wreck. $14 was a little in over his head there. A lot laps left to go. Well, not a lot, but 5 laps to go. Very tight racing. 6 cars under a blanket, and it's a short track. Sometimes space just runs out, and it looks like that was the case with the 14. He hit the outside wall and nowhere to go. But wild racing here at the end of stage 2. Hopefully it only gets better. Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. Aiden, Miz make up the front row. And we are green here in stage number 3. So Aiden's clear to the race lead and clear of the pack.
Huge check everything.
The 13 slipping and sliding, slows up, hits the 17, he spins. 78 laps to go. One into the outside wall. Jaywood into the top 10, up into 9th. So Miz second, Addy third, Grizzly fourth, but this battle for 5th, JR and Prattman going at it for 5th. Nice to see JR up here competitive. Well, Dan looking to the inside. Dan looking to take 6th from JR. Looks like JR's car's a little tight there in the center corner, but that could also be slipstream from the cars in front. And now the 14 of Grizzly has a target on his back in that 4th position.
You're good.
73 laps to go here in stage number 3. This will be a one-stopper, I believe. 2 for most drivers, but if you're the 48 car, you're probably going to make this one a one-stop. Dan to the inside, and JR trying to complete this pass for 6th. Dan clear to 6th. Nothing's changed up front. Fratman now looking on Grizzly. They continue to battle for 6th. JR into the wall. Here comes Dakfu. Jay Wood is here as well. Nothing of note behind the 48 car.
Didn't mess me up. If anything, I helped you.
Oh, JR, a little bit of contact with Dakfu. Now Jay Wood's looking to get antsy up here. Looking to roll that inside nicely. How about 3 wide? Dakfu's got to give him that lane down there. Now and through the dog leg.
Ooh.
They make contact again. JR
Sorry,
and
12.
Dakfu. Here
Sorry,
comes
12.
Trans Am 3 wide.
That's good hard racing, Dak.
Back up front, Aiden continues to lead Miz. The battle for third is Grizzly and Addy. Grizzly down low, Addy up high. Addy around the outside, a 14 slides.
Ooh, I
Prattman
know
is here as well.
I know it's early to say, but this race is quite exciting.
Very exciting. Still got a lot of racing to go, though.
Exactly, we can't count.
I didn't mean to give you the bumper, man. I was just backing the throttle.
It's like everybody says, you can't count your chickens before they hatch. You cannot count your chickens before they hatch.
So Grizzly is clear to the 3rd position, but now we're 3 wide back here almost. Addy slipping back, Prattman to 4th. Addy and Dan going at it for 5th. Riding on board the 48 of Jaywood sat here in 7th. Jaywood rolls the inside. Do I hear a 3 wide? No, Addy falls back behind Dan. Jaywood cleared to the 6th position. Here comes Miz, piling on the pressure on the rookie. Miz way down low, clear to the race lead, goes the 24 of Miz. Jay Wood clear of the 20, clear to 5th.
Ooh. Ouch.
Now Grizzly up to the back bumper of the 10 car, Vat for 2nd, and way up high. Here comes Aiden to the inside of Miz. Aiden rolling that center nicely. Miz around the outside. Can he clear him through the dog leg? Here comes Aiden. Miz way up high. Aiden and Grizzly and Prattman. 3 Stewart Haas cars to the top 3.
Wow.
And Jay Woods cleared a 4th. So Aiden continues to lead over Grizzly. Jay Wood looking for 3rd. Jay Wood cleared a 3rd. And again, 6 cars under a blanket.
I feel like I'm holding it at 62.
With 59 laps to go. We have 3 Fords, 2 Chevys, 1 Toyota battling for this race victory here in the desert. The Jewel in the desert. Aiden, Grizzly going at it. Grizzly, and he cleared to Grizzly's cleared to the race lead. Jay Wood up to 2nd. And Jay Wood to the inside of Grizzly and clear to the race lead is Jay Wood. How hard does Grizzly fight back this 48 car?
Because of that accent there, big boy.
Aiden going to the inside of Prattman. This for 3rd position. Pit stops on the horizon. We should have pit stops in about 10 or so laps. Or if you're trying to make this a one-stop, if you're trying to make this a one-stop race, we can see pit stops in about 15 laps.
That's a tree. It's a type of tree.
Favorite back in the pack. How about Daku on Miz? Comes Daku to the inside, makes contact with Miz. Corey right through the middle. So Corey is cleared to the 6th position. Oh, the 24 right on the back bumper of the 6th car. So, back up front, it is Jay Wood over 3 Stuart Haas cars, Grizzly, Aiden, and Prattman, and Dan sat in the 5th position. Dan's gonna have nightmares about Fords after this one.
It's a good thing.
Oh, the 48 is out of here. Way up the track. Dan goes to 4th. Here comes Corey. Corey trying to get up to 5th position. So Corey is clear to be 5th position.
Hey, Emerson. We got like all the major manufacturers. Like, I'm not saying Ford, Chevy, Toyota, but I mean we got Hendrix, then we got Stuart Haas, Joe Gibbs. Yeah, teams.
Not manufacturers. Hendrick is not a manufacturer.
I'm sorry, teams. We got Hendrick, we got Stuart Haas. And then we got Joe Gibbs. I mean, we got them 3 major teams right there.
62's on pit road. Is that a pit stop or is he done? A long pit stop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the 62 is actually still here.
Maybe the 62 got a course, not a course penalty. A pit road penalty. We're entering pit road too fast.
Kind of hard to get a course penalty, but I think this might be day done 62.
Actually, I hear no engine sounds from the 62. He has blown a motor.
Kind of hard to hear engine sound when you're stopping, I think. The 18 motors pulled out, but on pit road we have Corey and 2 words.
I love how much of a
It's
smart
on
ass
Horizon.
Emerson is.
He hasn't moved, so I think he's out.
And here comes Prattman, Trans Am, and Miz at the pit road. Did not get a shot of it. Alright, looks like did not get a shot at that one either. 2 of JR's on pit road, Grizzly on pit road, and Dan's race engineers called him to the box.
And here comes the 10 of Aiden coming into pit road.
Aiden coming to pit road, that's right. Now in the midst of green flag pit stops, Jay Wood continues to lead. See where drivers come out in relation to one another. Whoa, contact on track! Addy and Dakfu?
Hey guys, I was just able to take a piss under green flag pit stops. I'm
Looks like
coming
the
out under
48's
power.
coming this time. Can he make this a one-stop stage?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, had I not done that, I was not going to make this.
Oh, it is gonna be close. These guys get about 40 laps. There's 41 laps, 40 at the line for Jaywood. But the same
Jaywood's
thing
in the
is-
pit.
Yes, he is.
47
That's what I
cars
said
in the
about
lead
30
right now.
seconds ago. But 47 of Addy is the race leader. Can he make it? What's gonna matter most is tires. How long can he go on tires? And Miz has found the inside wall peeling. Here comes the 47 and the 12. Now, these two guys might be the ones to watch. They might be able to make it on their tires to the end of the race. So, remind yourself later in the race to check out Addy and Dakfu and where they are in the running order. There's about 5 to go.
Right?
Provided there's no yellows. The 2 leaders are in.
I believe that gives the lead to the 14 of Grizzly.
That did give the lead to the 14 of Grizzly. Nice catch. How'd you get that one?
Huh?
How'd you get that one?
I was watching Aiden and they went by pit road.
That is,
They unlapped themselves and then they took the lap back. Or the lead lap back. So we got the 14 of Grizzly in first. We got the 10 of Aiden in second. We got the 6 of Corey in third. We got
the 4 of Prattman in fourth. The 20 of Dan in fifth.
Yeah, I couldn't see that far
your
back.
sentences all the way out.
Actually, it's the 48 of Jaywood in fourth and the 4 of Prattman in.
Yeah, the 48's made his appearance now. The 48's up here into the top 5.
The 4 of Prattman taking a high lane in that.
As
in that
Corey's
corner.
letting the 48 car by, there goes Jaywood the third. Question is, can Jaywood conserve those tires for 41 laps? He did about 38 laps that first one, so he's got to go 3 laps longer on his set of tires.
Ooh, that's gonna be quite tricky.
He's probably going to be the one to be able to do it, but it's going to be tough. Conserving tires is a tall task here at the Jewel of the Desert. Grizzly over Aiden rolling down low. And Aiden clear to the race lead. Grizzly pushing the 10 car to the center of the corner. The 10 up the track. Holds on to the race lead. So strategy is key once again. What seems about the 4th week in a row. Now Jaywood here, joining the battle for the race lead. But how hard does he fight is probably going to be the biggest factor. of Grizzly way up the track. He forgot how to make turn number 1. Here comes the 48 of Jaywood. Down low, side by side, down the back. Not clear yet, but not trying to use up his tires.
No, no, no. Oh, you weren't. That was good racing. I'm not mad. I did that to myself.
And Jaywood cleared a second, now chasing down the 10 of Aiden.
High as a giraffe's ass.
Jaywood is there. So the race leaders negotiating lap traffic of the 13 of Bud. Grizzly just wants to be in that same lane as that 13 car. I guess back up there once again. Jaywood down low, even lower than the 10. A little bit of contact. Side by side for the race lead. Aiden up high. Jaywood down low. Here we go into turn number 1. Aiden drives it deep into turn 1, but Jaywood's going to brake early and get a nice exit. And Jaywood's primary goal is to not wear out those tires. Should not really be in this battle. Aiden fending off probably the best driver in this league here at Phoenix. Jaywood pounding that 10 car. So Aiden still holding station over the 48 of Jaywood. But how much is Jaywood using those tires behind that 10 car? Except Jaywood's been forced to use a very, very low line of these corners, which really heats up that right front. Interesting to see. This helps or hurts Jaywood in the long run. Again, dirty air. That front end not going to help that car's handling. Aiden being pressured by one of the best. Jaywood peeking down low once again. How hard does he drive it into turn 1? He's got the door open. Sliding up. Aiden out of the groove. Jaywood down low. Clear to the race lead. Jaywood doing a great job at defending back. He's got to be able to, make sure to not wear out those tires. 20 laps to go. This time by like the 6 of Corey's on pit road.
Did you just call him a skeet shooter?
24 Miz is on pit road. Here comes the 4 of Prattman.
Yep.
4 of who?
Huh?
I heard the 4 of Apex.
I said Apex.
That is Prattman. How about this battle back here?
Here comes the 14 of Grizzly.
We have Trans over Dan and Addy. Trans to pit road. The 14 of Grizzly. That is not Addy.
You got the 10 of Aiden right behind
Jaywood. That's where he's been for the past 10 laps. Looking to the inside now, and he's cleared back to the race lead. But Jaywood, I think Jaywood's had to really back off his pace to try to save tires.
I don't know if it was me, but I saw Jaywood's rear end just jump out of line.
Yeah, his right rear tire could be killing him here as we wear on this run.
And here comes Aiden.
The lap car.
That lap
Two
car,
lap
right.
cars up here. Prattman on fresh tires. Spooby just being Spooby. And now Aiden separated Jaywood by 2 lap cars. How hard does Prattman make him work? Both of them out of the racing groove. Jaywood in trouble. Looks like that right rear might be too worn out for his liking.
You just need to save enough tires and enough fuel.
Way easier said than done, though.
It is. It's a lot. It's hard. In me of knowing this track, it's hard to save fuel and tires on this track.
Fuel is almost not the issue here. It's almost always the hardest thing to ever save is tires. Because with fuel, you end up saving that over the run as you have to back up your corners earlier because your tires are wearing. Fuel is almost not
but it's not
issue.
impossible to save the tires.
Tire wear is the issue.
Well, it's not impossible to save tires though either, so.
I never said it was impossible to save tires.
No, I'm saying it's not impossible. Like, it's hard to do, but it's definitely not impossible. It's possible, but I mean, it's very, very rare you ever save enough tires for a full run.
No, it's not rare. Just you have to be talented and you have to have throttle control.
Right.
You have to know how. The best thing to do when saving tires is to lessen your steering input into the corner.
Understandable. That's
like almost all you have to do. That and throttle control.
Right. Yeah. Throttle control is the main key. That's what I think.
Well, it depends what tires wearing out. Here at Phoenix, it's a heavy short track. The right front tires tend to go out a lot, so that's steering input. Throttle control is going to affect the right rear tire. A lot of these guys with full setups especially run, especially with custom setups on, a lot of these guys are running looser race cars. So then it's right rear tires. Then it becomes a throttle control game.
See, my thing is I think about it this way. It's kind of like a hard way to think about it because it's difficult to put it in the terms of way I'm trying to say it.
Well, then don't say it. If you're having a hard time to describe it, it's best not to confuse people.
Well, it's not hard to say. It's not hard to say it. In my eyes, I think it's the other way around because you're turning left. So I would assume the left side would wear faster than the right.
That makes 0 sense. It almost seems like You've never seen tires after racing on an oval.
And here comes the 10 of Aiden
The
coming to
10
pit
of
road.
Aiden is giving up the race lead now. We knew he could not make it to the end of the tires. But how long could he hurt Jaywood was the bigger question. Jaywood, Team Motorsport. Yes. That makes 0 sense. That's smoothly decided. Yeah, pretty full booth right now. But the theory that left side tires will wear out more on an oval, that makes 0 sense. The right side tires are the ones traveling the farthest distance. They're incurring the most amount of friction. That makes 0 sense. I can't believe somebody would ever make that statement that the left side tires wear out more. At oval.
Honestly, it was just a thought.
That's a terrible thought. The left side tires travel the least amount of distance. They don't incur as much friction as the right side tires. They don't wear out that much.
Alright, so if you wanted to save tires, especially at this track, what would you be doing to save your tires?
Turn right.
Backing up the corners. Backing up the corners.
Like going to almost no throttle, or
slowing the car down to where you don't have to steer as much into the corner.
right?
Like watch Jaywood right now. Look at everybody passing. Look at how slow he's taking these corners.
Right.
He's saving that right rear tire.
Well, yeah, that's true. He has to save his tire because he's still out on the track. He hasn't pitted. He wants to save his tires so he knows he has a chance of winning. But he's not really trying to go for the win, I think. I think he's just trying to go out there to have fun and race with his and I consider it like a family. So you're going out there to race with your family.
I mean, yeah. So 2 laps to go here at Phoenix, by the way, because people are losing track. Jaywood's a winner. He doesn't come here to just race. He comes here to win races. That is Jaywood, and that is the Jaywood mentality. 1 lap to go here at Phoenix. And now, can that right rear tire live another half mile? His next closest competitor is the 12 of Dak Fu, about half the track behind. Into turns 3 and 4, one final time. Who else would have thought with him on the entry list, the 48 is going to win here at Phoenix?
Wow.
Dak Fu finishes 2nd, Addy 3rd, Dan 4th, Spooby comes home with a top 5. How about Corey? The first car 1 lap down in 6th, Grizzly in 7th, Prattman in 8th, Aiden in 9th, Trans Am rounds out your top 10. Jaywood, Dakfu, Eddie, the top 3. Those we'll try to get interviews from. Wild race here tonight at Phoenix once again. Taking a look at the fastest lap, we shouldn't expect no other except Aiden with the fastest lap and the race winner with the 8th fastest lap. Corey ran a faster lap than Jaywood, for those keeping score at home.
JR ran a faster lap than Jaywood. Well, I didn't finish ahead of him on the track, so
But
I'm just
Wait,
impressed
did
that I ran
Aiden have a
lap
faster
than him.
lap time than Corey?
Aiden had the fastest lap time of the race.
Oh my god, that's the first time I've ever seen Corey not have the fastest lap time at the end of the race, I think.
Corey had the 5th fastest lap.
Oh, good race,
Holy
guys.
cow! Where was
Whoa.
Corey?
Calm down there, bud.
Yep, for sure.
You need to relax with the holy cows.
Holy!
Alright, so let's see if we can get some post-race interviews here from Dakfu, Addy, and Jaywood.
No problem.
Hello, hello. Top 3. Yeah, most 2 of the top 3 for Court. Alright, so let me know when your voice is shared and good to go.
I'm good.
Actually, let me know when you're good.
Yep. It's good.
Alright, and then Jay Wood, you know what to do. Let me know when you're good.
He must have me muted.
He's a regular.
Yep. Alright, so here we go. Joining us is the 3rd place finisher from tonight's race, driver of the number 47, Addy. So that final stage there, you ended up having you came to pit road as one of the last 2 cars. You and Doctor came in as the last 2 cars on that set of tires. How were you able to save tires even longer than Jaywood was? Was it just kind of falling back and not battling as hard, or was there another trick that you had throughout the first and the 3rd stage?
Well, I don't know if I saved tires better than him, because after that pit road stop, he saved like a mofo and ended up getting the best of Dak and I. But I'm not sure. I guess the setup was pretty good, tire saving wise. It wasn't the fastest car, but it was pretty well balanced, I would say.
Alright, so talk to us about how much of a factor was tire? Obviously, it played into a huge factor in the 3rd stage, but throughout the whole race and the first 2 stages, how much of the time was tire wear on your mind throughout this race?
Pretty much the entire time, from the first stage where you saw Party blow a tire out of second and end up getting into the wall, all the way until the end where Jay would manage to save just enough on his right sides to get to the checkered before us. I mean, that's what this track's mostly a battle of, is tire rather than fuel.
Right, totally agree. Just doing so many league races here. How was your car today? Did you have a loose car to start, or was it loose the whole way, or was it a pretty tight car?
It was awfully tight to start. I couldn't get the short run speed like everyone else had. They would drive away, but by the end of a run, my car would be loosened up enough where I can kind of reel them back in some. But pretty well balanced. The right sides worked evenly pretty much from start to end. Just needed that more speed, and I felt like we could have had a better chance.
Right. Do you guys have any questions for Addy?
Not that I can think of, but congratulations on your 3rd place.
Thanks. It's a rare occasion
Congratulations.
to get up here.
Well, first off, I'd like to congratulate you. So, Addy, I got a question for you.
Not very often I get to hear the voices of the booth.
So, well, you got it today. My question to you is, do you feel like, what did you do different from Xfinity and trucks than you did tonight?
Get a 3rd place.
Did you get his question, Addy, or?
What was that?
Oh, I guess he didn't hear. He said his question to you was, what did you do differently from last night's races to tonight's race?
Last night I struggled with having tire wear even. It was either I was burning off the right front or I was burning off the right rear. So today it was just finding the balance of getting into the corners at a certain speed to make sure I wasn't overheating one or the other, either on entry or exit. So it was just mostly finding that balance, which I ended up getting, but ended up getting the best of me with speed.
Alright, so going from one flat short track to another, Loudon to Phoenix, was there any correlation between the two races and like how you drove the cars when tires were wearing, or was there no correlation?
No, I mean there's definitely some similarities between the two tracks. I feel like you can carry a lot of speed into the corners, and then you got to check up quite a lot to make the center, and then on older tires you can get quite loose on exit. So I think the tracks have quite a few similarities, especially with them being flat. It just was a nice, was an easier adjustment this week than it was last week, I would say.
All right. Well, while those two tracks have correlations, I think from this week to next may not be as much of a correlation. But congratulations to you on your third place finish, and good luck to you next week at Bristol.
Thanks, guys. Glad you're able to join us every week.
Thank you. All right, joined by our second place finisher, driver of the number 12, Dakfu. How'd you pull that one off with those with tire wear in that final stage?
It was just being there and running consistent. The car handled really good. It was awfully snug, but throughout the run it would loosen up. Addie and I happened to stay on the same schedule, and we were able to outlast some of the people. We thought we had something for Jaywood at the end, but we couldn't do anything. He was the class of the field.
Did you kind of know going into the third stage that it was a one-stopper? Well, other people kind of couldn't make that one stop and kind of went with two stops. Were you worried about those people with two stops, or was it a one stop from the get-go in that final stage?
It was a one stop from the get-go. Everybody, I assume, has different setups that does different things, and luckily I had one that the tire wear evened out throughout the run. So I was just, yeah. Sorry.
You're fine. All right, I think I asked the same question to Addy. In stage 3, you ended up pitting quite a few laps after Jaywood did. He actually had to come to pit road. I was watching this stream. What do you think kind of led to you being able to stay out even longer than Jaywood on the opening stint of the third stage?
I'd like to say it's just setups, or I was saving my right size. Hope I can't even talk. Hoping that would happen and that he would be on like a shorter schedule than us, Addy and I. But it didn't work out that way because he stayed like a motherfucker.
That is the name of the game, especially for him. Do you guys have any questions for Dakfu?
Thank you.
Not that I can think of, but Dakfu, congratulations for tonight for making a top 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask you the same question I asked Addy also. Between Loudon and Phoenix, was there any similarities for you in terms of how you kind of went into the race weekend and how you drove the car when the tires were wearing?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say yeah, because I feel like both tracks are more of a tire track than it is a fuel track. So yeah, I say yeah.
Right. Well, congratulations on your second place finish this week. Good luck to you next week at Bristol.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. And we're joined by our race winner, driver of the number 48, Jaywood. Number one of these races, and number one of these dubs. Do you ever get tired of winning?
No.
Alright, how'd you pull
I didn't think
off?
I was gonna win that one though. Like I was struggling there at the end. I was saving like they said, like a mofo. 28-second laps.
So yeah, you were the stream I was watching to keep track of the lap count. I had a kind of a better view of how your tire wear was doing because that's what you had up the whole time. So how was it trying to save those tires in that final stage? It looked like it was really getting you.
Well, I mean, I didn't push it that hard when I came out of pit road. I don't know how I don't know. I mean, I really wasn't pushing it that hard. And then with like, I don't know, 10 to go, I really had to start backing it down. I really didn't think I even said it I know y'all can't hear me because I can't listen to the broadcast and the race. But I said Addy was going to win there. I thought I didn't know the 12 was in front of him. But either one of those could have won it easily if I hadn't have backed it down like I did.
Alright.
But so, yeah, going to the pit road before, I made it 40 laps. So I think I had, or 39 laps, because when I came out I had 41 to go. Or roughly that. You know how it works, 40 to go. So, I don't know, I somehow made it. So I ended
You ended up getting to catch the 10 car and had a pretty decent battle with him there. Were you kind of worried about using your tires up too much, trying to work your way around him, or were you just kind of gonna bide your time and let him kind of feel his way around and kind of see where you fit in? Or when you got to the 10 car, what was your mindset?
hopefully get around him and pull away, but that didn't really happen. I had to start saving. I was even saving more after I let him go. I mean, I was still saving, but I wasn't as fast as I was before that.
Right. We usually.
And I knew he had to pit. I knew he had to pit because he pitted like, I don't know, 3 laps before me.
Right. It's very weird seeing the 48 car just have so many other cars on the outside lane go whizzing by him. How was that to you?
Just you have to do what you gotta do to get let people go.
Right. Same question, all 3 interviews. From last week at Loudon to this week at Phoenix, any correlation or similarities on how you went about the race?
Yeah, I mean the car was. I guess it's the same answer that the other 2 gave. I mean the car was snug at the beginning of a run, and then freed up the longer you go, and just like last week. But this week, the tire, that right rear tire, is gone on here for whatever reason. I don't really understand because this track is I mean, it's not been pressure repaved, but it's more, you know, like it's not a tire wear. You know, when you watch a Sunday race here, they don't fucking worry about tires.
Right. So I found this interesting. We came out of the race. You got to be 8th fastest lap, but your car sure did look a lot faster than 8th fastest. What do you think kind of attributed to that, or you think
traffic?
People just had hot lap setups, or right.
Traffic?
You just could slice and dice your way through traffic a lot better?
No, I couldn't run as fast.
Oh.
I think I have an 8 in the car, but that's about all I got. I know there's people out there that can run 6s and whatever, but I can't.
Right, I don't see any, I think, laps from tonight's race. Actually, Grizzlies is up here on the daily, but you are 9th fastest on the daily leaderboard today.
And that was qualified. That was all qualified. Such a, yeah.
Alright. Well, you usually tend to build a rocket ship, but even if you don't, you still find a way to win. Do you both have any questions for him before we let him go? Or?
No, but I would like to congratulate you on your win, Jay Wood, and let's hope
I can't hear him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got me muted or whatever.
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you not ear rape?
Alright.
Sorry.
I can hear you. I can't hear the other guy.
Alright, well, he was just, he didn't have any questions. He was just telling you, congratulations on your win here tonight. And good luck to you next week at Bristol if you decide to come join us.
I have a question.
Oh,
Okay.
you do? Go for it.
What was the closest your right sides went without blowing them?
That the end, 3%.
You hit 3% twice in that third stage. I saw.
Damn.
3%. I come across the line with 3%.
So you would
No
have
way,
made.
no way I make another lap.
You would have made like one more lap, maybe.
Maybe.
Nah.
Maybe.
Now going in turn one, it would have blew.
Dang. That's close. That's close. But good win.
Yep.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win. Good luck to you next week at Bristol.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, boys. Another tire fest. 4 weeks in a row. It's been all about tires. But next week, we're heading to the world's fastest half mile at Bristol. What are we going to see there, boys?
Well, we're definitely gonna see tire wear. We're gonna see a lot of braking.
That's every track. Besides Daytona.
This track, it's like they always, that's always the nickname for it, Thunder Speedway. Because you're gonna hear a lot of motor sounds, a lot of the engine, and you're gonna see a lot of braking on this track, on this next track, because it is not more of a, I would say it's more of a braking track than it is a runaway track. It is not a track that you want to see someone go 3-4 wide on, because that would create some problems.
But last season, we definitely had people go 3 and 4 wide on.
Really, on Bristol?
Or, well, not 4 wide, but 3 wide, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
These guys, again, every week they come, they're very talented, they respect each other, they can hold their lines, which is the biggest thing that you can do when you go 3 wide.
Especially at Bristol.
They just have a lot of trust in each other. By the way, I think you meant Thunder Valley, not Thunder Raceway.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Just want to make sure you got the right nickname heading into the race. You don't keep calling it Thunder Raceway, because I think that's a whole other racetrack.
That's probably is a racetrack.
But anyway, yeah, the high banked concrete half mile in Bristol, Tennessee, double pit road. If we have more than 20 cars, you better watch out for that. That will be fun.
Ooh, I'd like to see how that would turn out.
It would definitely be based on field size, first of all. Obviously, we have to get more than 20 cars before anything happens. But I'm sure we'll go in there with a plan as officials. Speaking of officials, there's going to be a lot of video review tonight on pit road entry. And the one caution of the night on drivers getting to wave around. A lot of official review to go on. We'll all tell you that heading into next week's race. But until then, you'll stay inside, you'll stay safe, take all the precautionary measures that you're being told to take to get through this. The end is near. We can all see it. We're all tired of being in quarantine.
Wow.
Let's just stay inside. Let's get through this together. We'll see y'all next Tuesday night, Wednesday night for some